Filler video. Reaching way back in the archives for this one. It's from like 2 months ago, using this stupid, the stupid Zangoose team. It's against 1mil456, and something I don't really understand about people who play 5th gen is they talk about the team preview for like 2 minutes or more almost every time. And, or like not almost every time, but a lot of the time they talk about it for like 2 minutes. I understand the team reveal is like a big deal in 5th gen, but still, you should be able to just say, I'm afraid of that guy, and that guy, and then move on. Like, it shouldn't be a whole freaking project, but that's just something I don't understand. And like, they say the same thing every time, like, oh, I'm going to watch out for that Terrakion. What the... So, we missed a bunch of stuff, and yeah, I led off with Missy. He had Uxie. I just went for Taunt to see what his status move was, or if to block rocks if you went for him, and subbed on the switch, and he brought in a Melodic, which is interesting to say the least, to bring it on a Mismagius, because I could potentially be subcom mined, and that would absolutely wreck him, and then I proceed to sweep his team. But I guess by revealing Taunt, I revealed what kind of set I was a little bit, and he recognized that and decided Melodic was okay, even though I could have had T-Bolt still, and potentially to a KO'd with T-Bolt, but he felt safe enough, he went for it, and fortunately for him, I'm not the kind of set that can kill Melodics. This guy, however, can kill Melodics, so I brought him in, took a Surf, and I just went for Gravity as he switched out to Moltres, and I thought I'd be able to live a Fire Blast. I really, really did. So that was my entire motivation for staying in, and I don't know if he's Specs or if he's modest. Like, he's got to be at least modest from that. I just thought I'd be able to live at least one. Clearly not the case though, because I did die. So I'm pretty sure he's choiced, and by going to Melodic and him switching out, that pretty much confirms he's choiced, simply because he could have went for HP Grass if he wasn't choiced, and that would have trolled over Melodic. I guess he could have like tried to avoid a Surf, but Moltres has got decent bulk. Confused Ray on the switch, and then as he went to Cradily, and then he double switched out of his Cradily into his Uxie as I simultaneously switched to my Torterra here. We exchange rocks, and he goes for Zen Headbutt, flinches me. It's just fine, and I'm just still trying to get a Toxic on him because I've got really nothing to take out this guy, so I'm going to fire off another Toxic, but I flinch. Again, which is no big deal. Like, I signed up, I knew what I was signing up for when I started playing Pokemon. So I'm going to go for a Toxic on the switch, just to hit anything that I've seen so far with Toxic, but it misses. I would have liked a Toxic on this Cradily. It would have been a big help in deciding what I wanted to do against it. Plus, it's a Sunny Day set, so it would have just wrecked it. However, I miss, whatever, and Woodhammer does about 45%, so it's not going to be 2 a KO, which sucks, but I kind of didn't expect it to be. And he's Sunny Days up, which is something I've never really seen before. I don't really know what to expect from it. I know it doesn't get Chlorophyll, but I'm going to stay in and try to roar, thinking he might be Sticky Hold. But I'm pretty sure that Sticky Hold is like its Dream World ability or something. And clearly he's got Suction Cups, which I should have thought of. It's just 5th gen messing with my head. Solar Beam does a ton. Like, I don't know, he's got a really, really awesome Cradily, and I kind of want to steal it. But that would be wrong. I know Arcanine can come in, take one Solar Beam regardless, and be fine. So unless he predicted that and went for Earth Power or something, then I would have been fine. But he reveals Synthesis, which is very, very cool as well. He uses Sunny Day, which it works. Hey, it's better than Recover in the aspect that he'll get more recovery when his sun's up. When his sun is down, it's got less PP, I believe. So it's kind of a little trade-off he's got going on there. I am in the sun, and I am Muscle Banded, so I thought Flare Blitz might be able to KO. Doesn't happen though, and he kills me off with his last move, which is Ancient Power, and I thought that was very interesting as well, because Earth Power would be better for handling Registeel and be the same base power after Stab, but I guess he went for the coverage against flying types and the potential to boost all of his stats, which is kind of an interesting trade-off. I do get a burn with Flare Blitz, which is funny, but it totally doesn't matter at all, because I'm just going to be able to come in with pretty much anything and KO it in one turn. I get a crit Shadow Ball, thanks. And I'm not sure what he wants to bring in. I'm pretty sure he goes to Blaziken, which the fact that he brought it in tells me it's most likely Scarfed. And I'm not sure why he'd be running dual Scarfers. I guess dual Scarf Fire types to handle Registeel, and then potentially have Cradily Sleep, which is actually a very nice team structure to have, but he is Scarfed, he does outspeed Mismagius, and Mismagius goes down. So because he's Scarfed, I'm going to go to Melodic and just fire off a Surf against anything I want. If he wants to stay in, fine, I'll wreck it and be pretty happy doing so. But no, he switches to Uxie, which is the right play. And here I'm starting to think, well, crap, I'm down 5-3. I've got to get something going here. And I'm formulating a little plan in my head to try and get my Zangoose set up to get ready to sweep. So Melodic is going to switch out into Torterra because I don't want him T-waving me. Like, even if he had dual status and went for Toxic against Torterra, I don't really care about it anymore. Like, this Torterra is just here to die, pretty much. It's done its job more than well enough. So I'm still going to want to Toxic that Uxie, though. So that's what I'm going to go for, since he missed the Zen Headbutt, and that made me not be in Overgrow range. But in comes the Moltres, and I'm thinking this is the window of opportunity that I need to get my Zangoose set up. He can't come back into rocks, otherwise he'll die, and so I know he's not going to switch out. And I'm just going to let Torterra die, and I'm going to go to Zangoose. I decide I'm probably not going to be able to live in Air Slash. I think I'm min-spec D-Nature, so on Zangoose or something. Yeah, I think so. Or maybe I'm min-spec attack. Yeah, I'd be jolly there. And I'm just going to endure. And I should be able to live the Air Slash. Hopefully I'll be faster. Hopefully he'll stay in. He does, of course. You just saw it. And it's a speed tie. We're both base 90. If he's modest, I think he's modest. I'm pretty sure he'd be modest. But if he's timid, even if he's timid, I'm pretty sure if he wants to run HP Grass, which a lot of Moltres do, like, I'm pretty sure you're forced to run a -1 speed IV, or take a speed IV out. So I'm pretty sure I would have been safe regardless. But if neither of those is the case, if he was timid and he had a 31 speed IV, then I just want a frickin' speed tie for the game, because he's got nothing left. I've only seen 5 out of 6 of his guys, so he could potentially have a Mismagius, but I'm feeling pretty safe in the sense that if he had one, he would have brought it in earlier. So I'm fairly certain he doesn't have one. I was also scared of his Blaziken potentially having Vacuum Wave or something, because sometimes people like to run a priority move even on a Scarfed Blaziken, simply for situations like this where you're gonna get your ass pounded by a frickin' NU Mongoose. It just wrecks his entire team, just firing off 300 base power move after 300 base power move, and it just rolled over his whole team. And even if something wanted to resist Flail, I've got Close Combat for a 240 base power move anyways. So it was a great game, a great sweep at the end by Zangoose, and I'm really glad that I got this game. It was great fun to have, and thanks for playing, and I'll see you guys next time.